And we're live! Welcome once again to Quest and Quill. This time, in a hole. We start off with Saul in the bottom of a hole. But, before that, what the party did in the last session is capture prisoners after receiving a tongue lashing from Pa. They proceeded to question the prisoners to find out their intentions and what they were doing. And with John using his magical mind-bending powers, they found out possibly a little bit more than they intended to. Now, knowing where the bandits have their camp, and another strange thing that they're guarding, the party proceeds to peek around and find that there seemed to be a small group of guards surrounding a strange little hole in the bottom of a riverbed. And inexplicably, it seemed very important to these bandits. So, getting closer and using John's magical flying abilities, Saul raised a little bit of havoc, striking one on the head with maximum D4 damage, causing a distraction, and then peeking in, where he saw the titanium white glint of Celestial, and trying to brush the slate stones off to get a closer look, messed up, causing slight shifting. And that's where we'll pick up. The last thing the party heard was, "What was that? It's the hole!" And they hear the guards that Saul snuck past, making their way towards him. So, hearing that, what is everybody going to do? I think
roll initiative, right?
initiative is a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
I think that's a great idea.
You don't have a choice now.
Yeah, I think we might kill all these guys.
That might not be the best idea, because wouldn't that just draw everyone else out? No bit.
17 on the initiative roll.
You're saying that in character, I hope.
Saying what?
No, I'm not. But what I am going to say in character is Lula's going to quickly ask Al. She's going to ask her, so, Al, is there anybody that we need to spare, not hurt? Anybody?
She sort of looks you up and down, and with a slightly concerned scowl on her face, she goes, "There's a couple of them I liked, yes. Are you just gonna massacre them all?"
Yeah, why are we asking? Spare anyone you can. Kill only if you must.
Only killing if we have to. If there's somebody that you particularly care for, I would personally, as much as I don't want to, I personally make sure they make it out of it.
She looks you up and down. She goes, "Live by the sword, die by the sword now."
Good to know. And Lula rolls a 22. How about
22. That's impressive.
yeah?
I got a 17.
What the day?
Also
17, but I think Saul's
Saul goes first. I'll defer to Saul.
Oh wait, no.
Saul, then Aslan, then Havel would be my
No,
guess
sorry,
on that
I
one.
got
Couldn't you get advantage on your roll or something?
oh yeah. Sorry about that.
You get advantage on initiative rolls?
Yeah, right.
Is that a problem, Mr.
No,
Saul?
no. I'm curious what the ability is. I hadn't heard of that.
Isn't there like a
Probably a
feat?
barbarian thing.
Oh, I
It's a
got
barbarian.
actually a 20 then.
Okay, so it's. We should have sorted this out before, my bad.
It's Lula, Aslan, Saul, me, then John.
What's the DM's roll?
He
I'm
goes
lost.
last.
I'm last, yeah.
He goes automatic last.
No, it's not that. That's not
It's
the.
official. It's a new rule now. Enacted by me.
You
Yeah.
hear thunder and lightning crackling in the distance.
So, John would say, seems like Saul might need our help. Come on, let's sneak up. And he would trying to sneak up to the location of the hole.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
share this before.
If we're sneaking up,
As-
we mean stealth.
As you guys sneak in, you notice, as I described in the last session, this cutting river valley that seems to curl and make this flat flay in which the hole lives, and then snake off towards the east. It's the Albe radio link that I just sent. I will put it also in the WhatsApp.
Oh, there we are.
No, I realized. And what you notice with it is that Saul seems to be in the bottom of the hole. And with everybody taking their turn, Saul, what happens in this turn, which this is the turn that you've made your sleight of hand check,
Okay.
shale collapses in on your hand and just and seems to fill in around you, and your hand is grabbed and trapped underneath as you try to move these rocks.
Oh, so I'm like stuck.
You are stuck as your hand is now underneath several, like, it's not the fact that individual rocks are so big, it's the fact that the shale has now collapsed in around your arm, up until your
Right.
forearm. As
Can
you're
I
kind of
make the
rustled.
case for using sleight of hand to wriggle out?
In your next turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I've lost the thing. So let me put the party wherever they'd like to be. Saul first, of course, though. You are right in the bottom of the hole there, bro.
Okay.
Jeez.
The rest of you are approaching from this side over here.
All right.
And what you notice are... Sorry, I have to make sure I find the right one. I'm missing tokens. Shit. I uploaded them in the wrong place. Okay, I'm gonna reuse one. I'm gonna reuse them. Sorry, my bad. It happens.
Indeed.
Ali is with you guys. I can't reuse that one. That's a shame.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna use this one a bunch of times. That's my plan. You guys see the two guards who had previously gone off towards the east charge back, trying to figure out what the heck was going on. They're making rolls. One of them seems to hear some commotion and slows himself down to take a peek over where you guys are. Unfortunately, he's not in a good position to actually be able to get an eye on you guys. However, he is cautious that there's something coming over there, and he seems to stop and load his hammer shot, cranking it up. and keeping an eye out on the ridge. The other two are now coming down, down the river from where Saul came from himself, the two that he passed before. And they seem to be over here.
Didn't only Al come with us, not the young guy?
No, Jameson stayed behind.
This is the guy I was looking for. Only Al came with you guys, yeah. I'm just using this as the default, bandit token.
Fair.
These guys would have gone from.
Refresh my memory. There was no long rest. It was a short rest, right? Yeah, I
Correct.
gotta get super creative in helping you guys out because I got very little spell slots to work with.
Yep. It's gonna be tricky.
They
Okay,
got
well, with that, from the top of initiative order, Lula, you're up.
Wow. Jeez. Okay. The situation's not looking that bright. So I'm guessing we're high up. How high up are we?
From like the top of the riverbank, it's about 20 feet, and these cliffs are not steep and sheer. They're more like years and years of river erosion sort of thing on the sides of the rocks, basically.
All right.
That's how to imagine it.
So, like,
Okay.
difficult
So,
terrain.
Yeah, the sides are difficult terrain.
okay. So Lula, I'm assuming Lula would have heard the two guards coming from here going towards Saul, who is over here, correct?
You guys, from where you are, have a pretty commanding view of the entire scene.
Sweet. Okay. Sweet. So 5, 10. Should have
From-
written this out.
From what you heard, you guys heard commotion, then these two returning back, and everyone going back as they heard the whole collapsing on itself.
Okay. Can I say Lula started from here at the very least, please?
From
I
where?
don't think we can. Let me just draw it.
No, use
Yeah.
the laser point. The laser point is the best.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, fine. I just put you guys on the map randomly. I did say place yourselves wherever you want to be.
I can't move myself, sadly.
Why?
Press
I have
W.
no idea.
Press W.
I did. Nothing's happening.
Okay. That's weird.
I can move you.
Oh, well, I can't move me, friend.
Okay. So, never mind then. Where do you want to go?
Here, please.
Mm-hmm. And what? So you're there. What do you want to do?
She has the commanding view. Lula cannot shoot many times with the weapon, so the best thing she needs to do is to close the distance and engage these two guys at the very least. So
Okay.
she is going to move. She has 30. God damn it. She's only going to make it here. And this is this is difficult terrain, correct?
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah, so that's even less. Shoot. Okay, that limits the options. Luna's gonna move over here, and just best she can do, and she's gonna shoot the first person she sees. It's gonna be this guy readying his shot. There you go.
Are you ready
Okay.
or are you shooting?
Sorry, she is
No, she's shooting the guy who's readying his shot.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
the guy who's behind stopped because he thought he heard something and he kept an eye to the ridge, and he actually had a readied action. So as soon as you appeared over the ridge,
Fair enough.
and that's a hit for show.
I mean, what is it?
It's a 17 plus 6. So
Shit.
Yeah. plus 6. And that is 10 damage. as the shot
Wow!
rips through you.
Oh, I had temporary HP. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank you, Saul. Jesus. Okay, I'm good. Lula's gonna groan in pain, and she's gonna return that shot with a 19 hammer shot. Shot.
That hits for sure.
That is 3 damage. 3 damage. Then
Okay.
really should have read this beforehand. Come on. And my turn.
Okay.
Aslan
Aslan.
is he's gonna
Saul,
run
you're
up.
next.
He's gonna run up next to Lula, about 45 feet. And he's gonna throw a javelin. He's gonna use his momentum to throw a javelin at the same guy she shot at.
Okay. That's 40 feet.
Easy
is that with
shot.
the advantage?
Oh, yeah. Use one.
Easy shot. Then roll.
That's
are you
17 to hit for 9 damage.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
And as he throws his only javelin, he's also gonna grab one of the hand axes that's tied to his leg and throw it at him as well.
Okay. Is that with disadvantage because hand axe range?
What's the hand axe range is 60 feet.
But isn't it 40? Isn't it 2060?
Oh, is it? Let me check. Yeah, it says 2060. So if it's at 20
So
without,
if it's higher than 20, then
okay,
it's
got it.
disadvantage.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Give it a shot then.
That's a 9. I'm guessing it's a miss.
9. No, that does not hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's the end of his turn.
So,
I want a sleight of hand out of the slate. I just want to squirm out.
okay, go for it.
An 11.
11 does not get you out of there, I'm afraid.
I didn't think
Dang
so.
it.
All right. I think that's my turn. That gets my action, right?
Yeah, that's your action. You don't want to do anything with your bonus action. I don't know.
Can I try again with a bonus action?
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think of alternative things you could do. Like, you have monk abilities and stuff like that. But
1 second.
honestly, it's your job to think about those sort of things, not mine. So
That's true.
I'm afraid
I have
not.
evasion. I have evasion. Can I just not have that happen because I have evasion? I can't have bad things happen to me. Is the thing. 1 second. I might be able to make a case for something. Could I use a key point to activate Step of the Wind to just leap out of there?
I will let you roll for that. How does that sound?
Okay, what do I roll?
Your acrobatics, and then you have to describe to me how you're going to use your monk powers to try and get out of there.
Okay. Well, I think he's going to use the inner strength and discipline that he's learned from his monastery to kind of just transcend the pain of yanking his arm out,
Mm-hmm.
and in one motion, just kind of leap out of the pit before things get too crazy.
Okay.
And You want me to do acrobatics, or could I just do a dex save?
Dex save works as well. How much higher is it?
It's 3 points higher.
Yeah, bro. I think I'll give that to you. That's fair.
Hey.
Okay, 23.
23. You harness your inner monk abilities. And then please describe to me what you do.
I think he just yanks his arm out without much care or focus on like how much harm it does to him.
Mhm.
I'd actually be willing to take some damage for that. It's not really for that. If you
I would say like that with that's a high enough roll that you don't need to take damage for that. That's okay.
And he basically yanks his arm out and then just proceeds to use the rest of his movement, which I think he still has a lot of because of the fly ability. To just shoot to the top of the hole. But I'm gonna keep. I think I'm gonna stay in cover where they can't see me. You know, I'm not gonna ascend to the top right away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna levitate enough to where I'm not really in danger of having all this crap falling on me.
Gotcha. Okay. So the hole is about 20 feet down. So you're gonna go like 19 up and chill just below the rim.
Yeah, just right below because I reckon.
You have 120 movement, just so you know.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't really see the point in.
Okay.
Because I don't have an action, so I don't really see the point like levitating up where everyone can see me.
All right.
Right away.
Okay. That's your turn. Then it'll be Havel up next. And Diego, the tokens are messed up with the cameras. Sorry.
Okay.
Mr. Havel, what are you gonna do?
Shit. I was hoping to get Aslan to do something, but I should have pre-planned. I'm gonna look at the dwarf, Al, intently. I'm gonna look how she dressed. I'm gonna start recollecting how her mannerism, her the way she speaks and everything. I am going to start running. Ticket action. As I get to the edge, I'm going to change into Al. I'm going to start running some sort of distraction.
Okay. Please, please. Can move your token, right? Move your token where you'd like it to be, and then please tell me what your distraction is going to be.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I just moved John. I don't know. So.
I was wondering what happened there.
2, 3, 6. I yell out. Hey, you! I start talking as Al. I'm not gonna be trying to make it. Sorry, I'm gonna do it on the weather, but I'm like, hey, you lizard shits! Don't shoot! It's me, Al.
Okay.
And I'm doing this, even like I'm a tiny dwarf. Like I hop it down. I give like couple of these. It's like, don't shoot me, you idiots! I'm coming down.
Okay.
And and that's you know what? I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna look at John. I look at John. Give him one of these. Like that's like, you know what to do. And bardic inspiration for John.
Cool.
Thank you.
That's
Perfect timing, because then it's John's turn.
exactly.
John feels both confused and motivated. So John also has fly cast on himself.
I believe he does, yes.
So I guess he's gonna fly up next to Lula with a soft green shimmer around his body like an aura, and he's going to bring a hand up to his glasses, and he's going to say, "Irota!" And he's going to shoot at the same guy that Lula shot.
Okay.
Moment, here we go. Does 16 hit?
16 is the AC.
8. So he hits it with for 8 force. He continues his beam.
Hell yeah.
Is your bardic inspiration a D8?
Yes.
Okay. Try and use it now to turn his 11 into a 13, which still misses, but I get to keep it.
Exactly.
And then he's gonna go back 15 feet to break line of sight,
Okay.
prevent some return fire, and that's his turn.
Hell yeah.
Good to know. The two, that means it's my turn. The two in the south are going to look up at Al. Is that Al? What the hell is going on? You recognize her? She looks like one of us. Stand, look confused at each other. And then they're going to shout, Al, call the others! Call the others, raise the alarm! And one of them is going to crouch down behind the rock and load up a rifle and just shoot it off into the air. His mate is going to look up at Al, still suspiciously, and use full movement to get down behind this rock and try and see what's going on in the hole. But not taking an offensive action, because still confused about what the hell is happening on the ridge. The other two that Lula and Aslan have now engaged, the first is going to struggle with reloading his hammerlock pistol, and then just get and blasted with all his bullets and axe and javelins and magic, and basically not be enjoying himself. He's going to step back and crouch up against the side of the wall, and then try and take a pot shot from there at Lula, which hits. Dude's on a roll for a total of 8 damage.
Ah, shoot. Ah!
Wasn't max damage like last time. This other guy is going to use his full movement to try and get behind this set of rocks over here. He's also going to take a shot at the large Leonin that's just made himself very, very visible on the hillside. And that misses. So we're good. I'm just double checking. Sorry, it's my second time using the stat block, so I'm just unfamiliar with it. No, okay, that's all you can do.
Oh, shoot, my turn, sorry. All right. Luda's going to groan out in pain. Ah! Oh! And she's going to return the favor to the guy who just shot her.
Okay.
No, actually, no. The same guy that she shot before. Sorry. Focusing fire. Roll to hit. Yeah, does a 10 hit?
I'm afraid not.
Okay, thanks to the pain, she fucking whiffs that shot. And
He's also taken cover, like up against the rock, which gives him about half cover. So we'll say your bullet just ricochets off the rocky walls of the river bank.
okay. Realizing that she's out in the open, she is also going to move. Can I move now? No, I still can't move. Shoot. I'll just color it in. So how difficult is this difficult terrain? How much movement is it going to take me to make it to the bottom?
To make it to the bottom carefully takes double your movement. So like
How
for
much
every one,
movement?
so for every 1 block, it's 2 blocks basically. Every 5 feet is 10 feet of movement.
Every 2 blocks is 10. Okay, all right.
Every 1 block is 10 feet of movement, as opposed to 5 feet of movement.
Yeah. So you'd basically use You can move 15 feet. That's all your initial movement.
Okay, I'm gonna make it to the bottom. Just make it to the bottom. Yeah. She's gonna make it over here. Sadly. Can I draw? There. She's gonna make it over here. And she's gonna end the turn by trying to cover behind her shield and doing some self-healing. Second wind
Okay,
as a bonus.
that means Aslan, you're up.
Beautiful. Aslan is going to move half his movement, sliding down the ridge, which is gonna take him here.
Okay,
Sorry,
and then
and then he is going to rage.
let's hear it.
And as he rages, he's gonna draw his 2 battle axes and use his instinctive bounce for the other half of his movement to close the gap on the rifleman. It should take him right within melee range.
He has also, like I said, dived to the ground to take the shot, so he is prone. All of your melee attacks have advantage on it.
Hey.
Beautiful. And he's gonna start swinging at the prone man.
Please roll your attacks.
First, is 17 a hit?
17 is indeed a hit.
All right, then that one hits for 8 damage. Second hit hits for 7 damage. And third hit is for 8 damage.
He is bloody.
That's the end of his turn.
It was 8, 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
He did not enjoy that. Laying on the ground, he's starting to regret his decision.
Yeah.
That's your turn? Because then Saul, you're up.
All right.
Havel, get ready.
It occurs to me I was supposed to be rolling all this stuff we got here. Whoops.
Yes, he was.
Sorry. I'll be better.
Don't be sorry, be careful.
I'm gonna fly up behind the guy engaged with Aslan.
Okay.
And I am going to take I want to make one unarmed attack.
Just roll all the dice and then describe it to me. As you sneak up behind this guy, start.
And of course, this will be with advantage, correct?
He is prone and you're flanking him.
Oh,
You
I didn't realize
want to
he was
roll
prone.
3 dice and take the highest because that's not how the rules work.
So I'm just gonna like throat punch him for 9 points of damage,
Okay.
and then I shoot him with my shotgun for 12 points of damage, and I will use a key point to do
He's-
2 more unarmed attacks.
So shotgun has disadvantage. Ranged weapon attack and melee range. Unless.
I think I ignore that because I got gunner.
Oh yeah, I was about to say unless that's the feat that
Well,
you took.
well, he's also prone.
I don't think it count. I think gunner. Maybe.
Well, not the prone part.
Okay. If you, I can re-roll it if you want.
Well, what were the rolls? Because you did it with advantage, right? So
Yeah,
you-
one sec. I just gotta pull it up. Sorry.
No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. It's my fault as well. I think he's dead.
I would have missed probably.
The only reason I'm asking is because if it hits, then I think he's dead.
Okay. No, I got like an
11, then I'm afraid the shotgun, the guy on the ground, now being wailed into by Aslan, you just try and take a shot with the shotgun, and as you shoot, still slightly floating in the air, just boom, and you like get pushed away slightly, you know, like.
11. All right, that's fine. We'll talk about that later. But it's a. I am gonna do the key strike for the flurry of blows.
Yes, sir.
Seven points of damage. First one.
7 points of damage, nice.
Six points of damage.
Okay, you pummel him into the ground.
That's my
Should I
turn.
ask if those were non-lethal attacks, or do you not want me to ask that?
I mean, I just shot at him with the gun.
Yeah,
So
you could-
I think these are lethal attacks. I
You were
think
trying to knock
Saul
him out.
made his position pretty clear on what needs to happen to these guys.
Gotcha. All right, that's your turn. Havel, you ready?
Yep, I am going to start running towards him.
John, you're up next.
So if I go down this ridge to here, that's my full movement. That's like because it's rough terrain, correct?
Yep.
So that's one. And the one that was which one? Is it this one? No. Sorry. Oh, here it is. This is the one that was yelling, like being the cautious one, right?
Somewhat. Both of them buckle down behind rocks to be cautious. The one at the back is the one who fired into the air to raise the alarm.
And then you know what? I will continue, and I do like hand motions, like point towards the hole,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll motion to him as like silently move to the hole, and I will 3, 4, 5, 6.
Give
and
me-
I'll nothing.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll for that. I think.
Persuasion or performance? Which one you want, my good man?
Well-
Decisions.
Honestly, you're kind of like would be trying to deceive him, but you've already pretended to be his mate, so he's more inclined to believe you. I think you're trying to persuade him to go towards the.
Okie
The whole-
dokie.
That's my thing.
Yeah, I gave the performance of a lifetime. A Academy Award comes down saying great performance because I rolled a 28.
Oh yeah, he's like he sees you and he's like starts reloading his gun and then sneaking across.
It's only just him. I got the other one didn't look.
He's gonna grab the other one as soon as it gets to their turn.
Good.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. That's everything I could possibly do.
Let's keep it rolling, guys.
All right.
All right. So, John's gonna dash. John's gonna dash, and he's gonna fly over to his 3 friends over here. Wait, the guy up against the rock there, on the right side, is he still alive?
Oh yeah, he's got his back up against the wall and he's like holding his pistol. He's taking cover from Lula's shots, but he's
Okay.
not really covered from you guys.
Okay, no, in that case, he is not gonna dash. He is going to fly up to him, and he's gonna land in front of him. and he's going to use his action and to try and persuade him and say, "You're outgunned and outmatched. If you give up now, drop your weapons. We'll let you live."
Okay. And you're trying to reason with me that that's persuasion and not intimidation?
It doesn't matter. It's the same roll, but yeah, he's trying to be nice about it.
Okay, that's fair. You can roll it then. I was just making a joke, really.
Fair enough. That's a 24.
He will consider that, and he's gonna look at you. He's gonna look at his friend who's just been mauled, and he's gonna drop the cartridge in his hand, and then he's gonna drop his pistol. And he's gonna slowly raise his hands to his chest.
And then he's going to say, "Good, now kneel." And then he's going to do a gesture with his hand. He'll go like this, and then he'll try and force the man to the ground with his telekinesis.
Okay.
As a power move. And I need DC 15 strength save from him.
I rolled a 13, but I think he might have plus strength, so let me double check.
Okay.
Sorry. Strength plus 0, no.
Okay, sweet.
He
So,
falls to his knees.
Yeah,
Suddenly his eyes go wide and his face goes white.
Nice. And then that's John's turn. And then he would say, "A wise decision." And that's John's turn.
Okay. Sweet. So the man who's been shooting at me is out of the picture, correct?
I think so.
All right.
Hey, I just want to double check on the thing because it's been a while since I've looked at the stats. Didn't we change the rifle down to a D10?
We
No.
changed the it was the shotgun we changed.
It was the shotgun. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Well, the sawed-off shotgun is a D10.
Yeah.
If he wants to dual wield it.
Okay, yeah, no, never mind, my bad. Maybe we do need to look at those again. But sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Well,
So, okay, so the one-year hovel is also out of the picture for now, right?
Well, is that the end of John's turn? Because then it's my turn.
Yeah, it is the end of John's turn.
Okay, then it's my turn. Lula.
My bad.
Thank you for being ready, but don't jump the gun just yet. As Havel has convinced this guy, the guy like sort of looks at him, goes like, gets down, grabs his gun, pulls it close to his heart, and starts sneaking across, like he's being Snake, Metal Gear Solid style. Thank you. That's the one that I was thinking about. And then as he gets there, he says to his friend, and his friend sort of looks at him, looks around and goes, and then his friend is actually just gonna bolt. His friend sees his friend moving forward, looks at the situation in front of them, and then he's going to take a dash action. And he's going to try and run behind this rock to make his way out. He's a little bit further than that, but he sort of snuck around the rock before deciding to make his way out. As he sees the chaos of his friend getting mauled across the riverbank. The riverbed, sorry, my bad. And then Lula, then it's your turn.
Okay.
All I can do as the guy who's now on his knees is just pleading for his life.
Okay. Well, Lula's going to assess the situation, see there's not much she can really do in terms of fighting. And she's gonna whistle to Saul, and she's gonna just shout, "What now?"
Can I talk on my turn? Can I talk back to her, or do I have to wait for my turn?
You're
Nick,
muted,
no.
Nick.
Am I muted?
No,
No,
if
Nick
it's
is muted.
if it's quick enough, then you can do it like as a reaction,
Oh, okay. He's gonna shout over. He's gonna say, "I'm not sure. I'm gonna get a good look at what's going on."
Okay. And she's going to use her 30 feet of movement to make it over here, I guess. Yeah, because she heard action going down around this area. And yeah, in turn. Like, I don't know what else she can do.
Are we still in combat?
Yes.
Wait a second. Nick, I can't hear you. He's still muted.
Sorry guys, I was muting myself. My bad. So we could go with a whole other round of combat because we're not back at the top of the round. But for all intents and purposes, this guy is following Havel and not fighting. He hasn't necessarily engaged. The other guy has surrendered. The other guy has bolted. So the only person that is a would-be combatant at the moment thinks that Havel is on the same side as them. And I think with that in mind, maybe we just continue in roleplay.
Sure.
Yeah.
We can continue doing it in combat order if that's what you want to do. But I think let's just open it up now. It's over, man.
Okay, no, because you know what? I'm just going to lump something. I was just trying to get the guy into the hole and use him as an additional prisoner and just start filling in the dirt.
Yeah. Okay. Full disclosure, I was gonna fly over here and see the guy running away and take a shot at him. But I'm okay with that. I know that would blow up Havel's spot. I just don't really know what. I don't think Saul really knows what he's doing yet. Is the thing. But
yeah.
I mean, do it. That's what Saul would do. Do it.
Yeah, you're gonna fly where though? Sorry, I didn't see.
So I was gonna fly 60 feet near Havel.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. And then I was gonna take aim at the guy that's running away and fire at him.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're totally within your right to do that, mate.
Okay. Does a 13 hit?
No, it doesn't.
I didn't think so.
But it has really encouraged that guy to pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah. It is a 17 hit.
It does.
Right. That's gonna do 15 points of damage.
You gonna Kensei shot him? You already did.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
That's why it was so much damage. Yeah.
That's why it's so much more damage. Well, I say so much more. A few points more.
The other guy is going to continue to walk up behind wherever Havel would like to take him, honestly. And if you want to throw him in the hole, please describe how you're going to do it, honestly, as Saul flies. Still in the air, so this guy's not immediately looking at Saul. He's kind of a bit distracted looking at Ali and trying to figure out what exactly is going on.
Is he enchanted right now? Did I miss that?
No.
He's not enchanted. He's very confused.
Okay. So he's not... Because I definitely fired above him, so I don't know if that would draw his attention or not.
I'm going to say that's sort of happening simultaneously as he's running up.
Okay.
So I'm going to give Havel a chance to do whatever Havel wants to do.
That's fine.
And kind of Aslan, what are you doing at the same time? Because it's your turn in combat, to roleplay this out.
I slide over to him and it's like, look, I got some information that these guys are trying to blow up the shaft, and we know that the people that are paying us want us to protect the shaft and make sure this thing doesn't cave in. We need to get in there and stop them from blowing up the shaft. Okay? You with me?
That's complicated. That was also like more than 6 seconds. But yes, he seems like a little bit like. Please make a persuasion roll. And as you're saying this, another shot rings off over his head. He's starting to get suspicious.
I grab him by the collar, like, you fucking idiot. You worried about that guy? You're not worried about the fucking money? Are you insane? Because I rolled a 24. It's like, don't make me fucking smack you like the last time.
This guy is confused. He has no idea what you're talking about. And now you're grabbing him. So he's like, whoa. Man, I didn't mean to be doing nothing like that. Yeah, we should We should stop at done caving in. That's for sure. What you want me to do?
It's like you follow me now. I'll take him through this like tiny passageway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the hole.
Okay, so where the rocks are, that's the edge of the hole. It was hard to make it look like it was going downwards.
Oh, okay. I thought the
Sorry,
same
this
part.
is not my best. This is not my best map, guys. I did.
It looks good.
I did
Alright.
rush this together this afternoon.
Oh no,
it's
then
good
yeah.
with the job and everything.
Then hold on, let me switch because I thought that spot where Saul was at. I thought that was the actual hole. I was like, all right, cool.
No. So where Saul was at, he was at the bottom of the hole. Where the rocks are, that's like the top where it starts to be.
It's kind of like a funnel, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It's like a pit mine. I don't know if you guys have seen pictures of the wild of like the gold rush pit mines, but that's what
I'm a city folk.
God, man, I mean, America's got like what 250 years of history. The least you could do is know it.
Okay.
Sorry, I feel like that was rude. But yeah, like if you've seen pictures of the gold rush pit mines, that's kind of what it was like. Literally, they just would dig holes in the ground so that they could then extract the soil, like the literal dirt, and then sift it out.
I'll tell him. I'll wave him over to come next to me. And actually, you know what? All these are pretty tall, right? And we're still in the middle of the night, right? We're still in the middle of the night, right?
Dude, it's like middle of the afternoon right now.
Oh,
sorry, not middle of the afternoon. It's like evening time right
midnight.
now.
Yeah, it's like midnight almost. Because we were doing this in the cover of darkness, right?
Yeah, but you guys had just had dinner.
Okay.
I mean, like it's not midnight, but yeah, it's definitely nighttime. You're right. Sorry, my bad. I misremembered.
Okay. All right, so I just like motion to come at my side, and once he gets there, I just tell him, go down and go quietly. We don't have enough guys. We need more guys. I'm going to run out and try to get some backup. The other asshole, I swear to God, if I'm going to see him, I'm going to kick him in the nuts for being such a coward. Or if I'm kicking him hard enough, I want to see if I can find his balls and pull it back down.
He looks confused at you, and then like takes a step onto one of the rocks.
And I'm going to take the butt of Saul's rifle. I'm just going to like knock him out, hit him in the back of the head.
Please roll your attack. That's pretty rough. In the meantime, Aslan, Saul, Ali has sort of moved to the edge of the thing over here, and she's just sort of looking on with despair. John, what are you guys gonna do? Okay, what was your roll?
Something like that. That'll be strength, right? Like if I use the button.
Like an improvised weapon attack.
Okay, so it'd be strength or it'll be dex. What do you want to use? Strength? Yeah,
it's a club.
It went from a 7 to a 6. So as I try to do it, and I'm looking in like a dwarf form, it's like I'm not used to being this short. I do it and I whiffed, and I stumble, and you know, like when you try to hit somebody and you miss, but you go kind of like past them and kind of like nudge into them a little bit. Yeah. That's what happened.
How you like graze them?
Yeah, I grazed them a little bit. Hardly doing damage. Just like I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. I thought I saw it bad. I was trying to hit that from you.
He does not believe that. You can roll, but he's calling your bullshit.
Nat 20, baby. Now's the time.
Yeah.
So, John, Aslan, Lula, you guys, I haven't heard from in a little bit.
Aslan is gonna check if the guy he just hacked into is still alive.
He is not breathing.
That's not a no. Therefore, he's going to sheath his battle axes and he's going to pick up this guy, possibly alive, by his back and his knees, and he's gonna carry him back to John.
Okay. Before we move on to John, Lula,
25.
you doing anything?
Lula's going to try to get Al's attention and gonna ask her. She's gonna ask her, how long until reinforcements arrive? You reckon?
Al, up against the tree goes, got minutes.
Okay, got minutes. All right. She's gonna gesture to Al to like come down. God damn it. So since we've got minutes. That's my turn. Well, my roleplay session.
John, Aslan comes up to you carrying a body.
John would look to him, and then he would frown. And he would say, I think he's dead, Aslan. You're not going to kill people. You can't be using the sharp side of your axe.
Are you sure he's dead? I only hit him 3 times. He's actually gonna live 4 fingers.
Yeah, with the sharp of your axe, you gotta hit him with the flat edge. Next time, if we intend to leave survivors. And then he looks back to the captive and he sticks his hand in his coat and he pulls out a bundle of rope, and then he's gonna telepathically speak into the person's mind, and he'll say, this is for your own good, so the others don't hurt you. And then he goes in to hog tie him.
Okay. He's not going to resist. He is trembling.
Nice.
Havel, this guy you just swung over his head, he's going to take out a dagger. And he's going to basically, in the most polite way, ask who the fuck you are. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about, but he's almost you one crazy. Oh, who the hell are you?
It's like, I tell him, it's like, who am I? As I morph back into Havel and point the rifle at him and says, I'm your captor. I think you should put the knife down. Look around you. There's no one here. There's a big old kitty cat with one of your pals there, while the other one is already hog-tying. The guy that's supposed to be with you, helping you out, he gone. You thinking you're in a winning situation, my friend? The reason why I brought you here is so that no one else will kill you.
Intimidation, please.
Oh, my best roll, 26.
Ooh.
He drops the knife.
That's like, good. Now, you stick with me. Havel will take care of you. You tell me everything you know, Havel will take care of you. You lie to me, or you try to run away. Ooh, kitty gonna have some catnip. I'm just going to call you catnip from now on. All right? Let's go.
Well, goddamn. And he.
So, I escort him towards the other guys.
Okay. You guys all make your way towards the rest of the party.
Aslan is
Lula.
digging a hole for the guy he supposedly just killed.
Okay. Lula, Ali, after what you said, Ali's like, I'm not coming down there.
What?
And then
Why?
she sort of looks around again and says, Should I have said minute?
Oh, jeez.
John looks at the others. He says, "Get into position. We're in for a fight."
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, buddy, I'm gonna have to take your weapon. I'm gonna have to tie you up. Nothing personal.
Are we kind of shifting out of
And then
combat?
and then he tosses a bundle of rope to Havel.
And I'll tie him up. I'm sorry, Saul, what do you want to say?
I was wondering. It sounds like maybe most everybody's out of the initiative order. I just wanted to check and make sure.
I think, are we maintaining initiative, or are we going to redo
No.
Okay. While everyone's doing that, then I just wanted to clarify that Saul is using his movement, his superior movement, to stay within range of the guy that's running away. Because I think I just need like one more round of attacks on him.
He's running him down or flying him down.
Yeah, I'm flying him down. I already rolled damage. I know I definitely hit. It's 15 damage and then 16 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he go down?
No, he's still standing, but he definitely didn't like that.
Okay.
And he actually drops prone and starts like crawling under rocks on the riverside and crawling into the little hideout that they had, which was like a bit of washed out cave basically.
Okay. Do you just for the interest of brevity, do you want me to just take like an extra like X amount of rounds just to finish him off, or?
We'll say you're away finishing him off, and I'll put you off the map.
All right, sounds good.
With him, John is saying that you guys need to hold in, and as you guys are tying up the prisoners, one of them starts chuckling and goes, "It's your funeral," and the other guy goes, "Damn, they gonna get you. They gonna get you good." Lula, as you look up the hillside, Ali runs away. She splits.
Lula's going to relay that information calmly by shouting, "Guys, we gotta go!"
Yeah, John's gonna fly after her. He's gonna dash and fly after her.
Okay. You as you dash and fly after her, she sort of like looks up because she has dark vision, and she's gonna say, "You coming with? Let's get the fuck out of here."
He would stay like 30 feet above her, and he would telepathically speak to her.
Mm-hmm.
And he would say, "No, Al, this is it. We need to make a stand here. If the ranch is going to be safe. How many are there? Didn't you say about 15 or so?"
Scrapes on the ground and looks up at you, and she looks at you, dead serious, floating above her, and she goes, "And you know more than anyone, numbers don't count."
Damn.
You can fight and die if you want to, but I still have people out there.
Oh, except numbers do count. How many are in the camp at this hour?
Listen, dude, we don't have time. After dark, listen, it's not worth my life, okay? I'm getting the hell out of here.
Just
And
give me an
she-
answer. How many?
She starts dodging. She looks at you seriously, and she goes, "Listen, it's not worth my life. If you want to stay here, you're welcome. But there's only one of them that counts, and he's gonna fuck all of you up. I'm getting out of here." And she just runs, man. She splits and sprints as hard as her little dwarf legs will take her.
So just as a parting thing to say, he'll just say, "As you wish then. Go to the ranch. If I don't see you there, I'll need to visit you in your dreams every night until you do." And then he goes and flies away. Back to the group.
Whoa. It's getting steamy over here.
No.
Should I like roll something for that or no?
Roll smolder. My God.
Yeah, roll to burn. I mean, if you're a bard, that would be vicious mockery, right?
Yeah.
It's something like that. I don't know.
Or maybe like that's like the ultimate creep move. I don't know. I can't
No, I'm
decide.
trying to
I'm
like,
gonna visit you every night in your dreams. I will literally haunt you. That's a threat and a half. Is that intimidation or what?
sure.
I don't know. I'm trying to think about like, because also that's in the situation that she's currently in. I don't know how she would take that. Even I'm trying to think about it in that way too, right? That's like. She knows what you're capable of. So when you threaten that, she gets it. You know, she understands.
Right.
I think most
That's my
women.
bardic inspiration, and that's a 21 total.
All right.
Hey.
I think most women would be flabbergasted, so that's just good role
Yeah,
play.
yeah, sure. Let's stop with the side. And then he flies back to the group.
Okay. As you start flying back to the group, you notice from the sky, John, boom, 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 familiar, flickering, orange light, yellow, red, waves of energy flickering off of them like fireflies. 3, 4, 5, also just above the trees, all of them descending on your guys' position.
John would gasp at this, and he would take the dash action and propulse himself forward, trying to reach the party as quick as possible.
So even with your single-mindedness, trying to specifically get this individual, you would also at this point notice the.
Okay. Yeah, if I notice
like,
them,
with your passive perception.
I'll probably let this guy bleed out somewhere. I just wanted to. I figure with him crawling in the sand, that'll probably be a slow death, but this takes precedent, actually.
We're getting an echo on someone's
Yeah.
side for me. I don't know who it is.
Aslan?
Echo.
Sorry, I fixed it.
I think we're good.
Okay.
All right.
So
Yeah, I will. I will cut back. Is John still over there with our lady friend?
you guys are making your way sort of at the same time. I had a timer. My timer is now officially ticked down to 0.
Okay.
You guys notice this ding, 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 flickering orange light, and then you notice a wave of this bluish yellow. This yellowish orange energy just surge over the top of the riverbank above you. And you realize that there's multiple of whatever the hell is going on here. You notice the first one there. The second one seems to be coming down the little river gully that's the little stream gully that's running from the northwest. And now 2 of them seem to be within range of you. And John, and actually the rest of the party. But first, John is the first one to notice it for sure. You guys' hair starts standing up. And you suddenly start to feel the density of the air around you as it crackles, almost like a thunderstorm is rolling in.
You guys should move your tokens like where you are.
Okay.
What would you all like to do?
Well, maybe not so much Saul, but the other 3, like you still haven't moved your tokens. You're supposed to get in position.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, someone has to help Lutando move his token.
No, sorry. I'm just getting back on.
Oh, great.
Okay. Aslan is digging his hole right here, next to this body.
Okay.
I'm going to be behind here in the tree line. Within this tree. Actually, if I could climb up a little bit, can I?
You can start climbing for sure, but as you start climbing, you notice this first one has now made it over the hole. The second one is encroaching in on you, and a third one seems to be appearing over the south. Another one seems to be behind you guys, on the hill ahead of you. It seems that things are converging on your position. And as it does, this heightened sense of electricity in the air almost feels like it's choking you. It's oppressive energy in the air. Aslan's entire mane, as he's digging, is just standing on edge. And John's hair looks even more pointy than normal.
Sick.
Lula is going to shakily equip her astral iron knuckle duster.
John would look to Havel as he's like moving to get into position, and he would say, "Normal steel won't work against these. We have to use magic."
Well, Mr. Morello, that's something I'm almost fresh out. I'm going to be useless here. So I'm going to be sitting in this tree, figure out something on how I'm going to help. All I got is this rifle and this rapier on by my side, and all normal. I don't know what I could do.
What you can do is maybe you can stop the reinforcements from coming. I fear it's more than just these creatures.
All right, I'll do what I do best.
Just
Are we going to be
don't
Are
get
we going to
yourself-
be starting at the top of the initiative order?
What?
We will.
Okay.
But first, you notice that these lights seem to stop 60 feet ahead of you, still 30 feet above the ground. And 4 of them, then a 5th joins, start to slowly circle around your position, illuminating it. Not only casting light on all of you, this sickening yellow-orange glow, but also starting to make you all feel uneasy as they circle around your position. If you'd like to, we can start from initiative order. Lula, you're up.
I'm ready.
Did you say 60 feet?
They're closing in on you. I'm just trying to measure from like the center of where everyone is, because it's about 55, 60 feet. I'm putting the 5 things where they about are.
Oh, there's another one on the map. Okay, tippy toes. The one's over there. Oh shoot.
So Saul is like starting to fly in, and they're rotating around where Saul is like towards the party, if that makes sense.
Oh God.
Does this circle make sense to what I just described? Where they're all like around about 60 feet from like, the center of the party?
Yeah. So you said it's 5 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
At first it was 4 of them sort of starting to close in on your position. As you sort of looked up and sort of another one joined out of the sky. You guys seem to notice that there seems to be more lights around you.
Okay. Lula, what do you do?
Yeah, Lula is going to start hyperventilating quickly, realizing how bad the situation really is. She's going to steal her breath, and she's going to go for the nearest one. Can't you even fucking make it first? Yeah,
I don't think you can, yeah.
30 feet. 30 feet. Just make
Remember, it's also 10 feet in the air.
mothers.
Actually, Lula is the only one with a strength roll that could make the jump like easily.
Okay, what do I need to roll?
I don't think
Strength.
you need to roll anything because what your high jump is 5 something plus your strength. What is it? 5 feet plus your strength, right?
So
No.
3 feet plus your strength modifier, so she can jump 6 feet into the air from her
6
height.
feet from her height. Yeah. So her height is whatever. 5 foot something, 6 foot 6 foot ish, and
Yeah,
then
she can
Drew
reach it
goes
with
another.
a long jump.
With a yeah. So yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna try to jump. She's gonna try to jump. She's gonna.
Drump. She's
Yeah,
gonna
with-
Donald Trump her way there.
Yeah, she's gonna try to jump up towards. She just needs to stay in the air though. Goddamn. Okay, regardless. She's gonna try jump up and punch the thing with the iron knuckle duster. Try punching it through its core.
Okay.
Oh yeah, roll to hit. Unarmed. It's the one hand, so there you go. Oh, come. Okay, does Okay, I don't know what my D&D Beyond gave me. Does 14 hit?
I think it does. Let me double check. No, it doesn't. I'm afraid.
Okay,
15
well, thanks.
is the AC.
Okay, well, thanks to the vertical challenge that Lula had to perform, she whiffs that strike.
Yeah, she
And
tries to strike it, but as she's striking it, it's just moving in this in this circle, and it's a second too soon.
Could you try again? Could you attack again?
Oh yeah, with your multi attack, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so she lands and jumps again. It's not looking good. 13 does not hit.
No, I'm afraid not. That's Lula's turn.
Yeah. She's gonna end that turn.
Aslan, what are you doing?
Aslan's gonna finally look up and realize what's happening. As he puts down his shovel, he kind of takes a couple of steps back. He says, "God, what do we do?" He actually looks afraid for the first time.
Aslan remembers these things.
A question for you: did they have like some effect where if you look at them, you would take damage or something like that?
They have a couple of different effects, but there's no passive one if you're talking about something like that.
That's not my question. Do they have an effect that if you're looking at them, you suffer it?
Yes, but
Okay.
it's only an effect that like they inflict on you. You know, it's not like just looking at them makes it happen. It's not like that. It's if you're looking at them, then they can do it to you.
Okay, but the answer is yes. Okay.
Yeah.
John would look to Aslan and he would say, "Try not looking at them," telepathically.
Okay, he's gonna avert his gaze and try to throw a javelin while blind. That's gonna be his move.
No.
Which one? And with disadvantage, please.
The one close to Saul, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
That's a natural one.
No.
Does it hit Saul?
No. better.
Saul's like 15 away from it. 15 feet away.
It definitely makes Saul worried about Aslan's decision-making skills.
You know what? He's also going
Brains
to throw
working.
the hand axe he retrieved earlier. With Oh wow, okay. It's a 17. Does that hit?
That hits.
For 6 damage?
That's damage.
Actually?
No, it isn't.
That's the end of his turn.
The hand axe disappears through this thing's incorporeal form, and unfortunately, doesn't seem to do anything.
Saul's turn, right?
Yes, sir. And Havel next.
Saul is going to level his rifle at the one that Aslan just attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to exhale through his nose, enter a nearly meditative state, and shoot through it twice. With the first attack doing 11 points of damage, and the second attack doing 8 points of damage. And I will remind you that these are considered magical weapons.
Okay, so 19 total?
Yep.
So that seems to fizzle the creature's form somewhat as it crackles and sparks. Havel, you're up. Unless you have anything else to do, Saul.
I am going to use my movement to take cover in the trees.
Okay.
And I'm going to have my back to it. I'm basically going to hit the ground on my belly and go prone with looking away from it. I don't want to look at these things.
Okay.
Bonus action. I'm gonna give Miss Saul. That's like nice shot there, partner. You know.
I'm sorry. Finish what you're doing. Sorry.
And yeah, I'll say, now that was a wonderful egress you did there. Get it? Egress. Your name is Egress. Egress from the situation.
A shaky thumbs up from the ground.
That's
his head still down, buried in his arm.
It's like, Saul, what do these things do?
I'll tell you my next turn. I think my 6 seconds is up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry.
And, let's see what. No, just out. The one to the right of us, that's from like in the black area. Do we see it or we don't see it?
You can see them all. They are literally glowing orbs in the sky.
Okay, so the one on the right, I'm going to just briefly look at it, and I will cast a vicious mockery, and I'll say,
You'll say?
You will try to be the bright lights, the big star. You're nothing. You look like a floating red testicle that has a bad case of STDs. Go away.
Okay. What save do I have to make?
Wisdom saving throw 16. Thank you. Whoever did that for me.
Fails the saving throw.
Oh my god, that actually worked.
Well, maybe.
Well, it's magical. This is the only thing I got. 2d4, and that will be 5 psychic damage.
Not bad.
Not bad. And you know, I will do that, and I will like tip my head down so I don't see nothing.
Sure, John, you're up.
Let's see. John's gonna fly over here and put himself exactly. No, right here. He's gonna put himself between Lula and Saul. And then, oh wait, what? Yeah, he'll do that. And then he's gonna cast Intellect Fortress, dropping the fly on both Lula and Saul. So you guys now have advantage on your Wisdom, Intelligence, and Charisma saves, and you're resistant to psychic damage. And then he's gonna turn and he's gonna try and use his telepathy / telekinesis to try and tap into the sphere on the bottom right there. And he's gonna try and see if he can be its new master. If it's possible with his action.
So you try and establish a link with it telekinetically, right?
Yeah, and he tries to seize control of it.
as you reach out and you close your eyes and enter the web of psionic, the psionic web. This is not a being. This is not a consciousness.
Yeah, that's what I'm
This
saying.
seems-
He's trying to like hack it, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me. I'm trying to describe it. Anyway.
All right, sorry about that. My apologies.
No worries. This is not a being. This is not a consciousness. And as you try to enter what seems to be its psychic presence, this seems to be part of something bigger. And as you move towards it to try and hack into it, the first thing it does is just feel like you touched it feels like you touched an electric fence. As your psychic presence moves towards it to try and hack into it and take control of it, as you like touch into it, it feels like it immediately rejects you. So, I think I would like you to make a, I have to think about it. So, it would be an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. 8.
8. You take damage for that, for sure.
Okay.
You take 1d4 psychic damage, so that's 1 psychic damage.
This is bullshit.
Whatever this energy is, it seems that it's more complicated than you initially thought, and you can't simply just go into it and grasp it. As you go towards it, not only does it zap you with the psychic energy, but it also seems to be a force that rejects you.
Okay. So, what the other people see is that John runs up in between, he like glances between Lula and Saul, and he outstretches his hands towards them. Then he says, Arena, Akuna, Amana. And you really wouldn't see or feel anything. Actually, I lie. You would see like a green shimmering halo around their heads, just glowing softly in the darkness. And then he would look to the sphere to the bottom right, and he would lower his glasses, and then his eyes would grow even brighter than they normally do. And he seems to be trying to do something with it, and all of a sudden he just gets thrown back 5 feet, and he falls into the dirt by some invisible force, and then that's his turn. Whatever he do, clearly failed.
So the hand that you reached out before you're thrown back, the hand that you reached out, retreats back as if you suddenly felt a shock in it.
Yeah.
Your muscles all twitch up, and it.
Yeah, that happened.
It seems that the energy here comes from another source. So as you do that and you're thrown back into the ground, the others notice these things start to circle around you. As they do, they let out these waves of green and yellow and orange and green and yellow and orange energy, and then they stop dead in place and seem to disappear. And then they seem to reappear. And then they disappear, reappear. And you notice for a second that they're flashing. Everybody within their circle, so that's everybody, can you please roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Technically, I am out of the circle.
No.
Me and Saul are out of the circle.
No,
That's true.
No, they're circling around you guys.
They're definitely not
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Nah, they
Hey.
are.
Okay.
Nah, they are.
Moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
But all right.
All right.
Constitution, you said?
I'll make this
Constitution saving throw,
fastest
please.
con save.
Contact, right?
What's the save?
13.
Constitution saving throw, please.
What's the DC? I mean,
14.
Ah,
Just made it.
hey,
Hazard
good
saves.
for you, buddy.
21.
Can I use that Bardic Inspiration to add to it or no?
Yeah, you can if you want.
We do that.
So, anybody get below a 14? You're technically supposed to only use the Bardic Inspiration before I told you the results.
Yes.
Well,
That's fair because someone else asked for
You gave
what
it
it
to me
was,
last
not you.
game.
Yeah. Dude, didn't know that one you used.
Oh, you
but
did?
you failed. No, you failed, so you get it back, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Then yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, Massacre Full is a special type of bard.
Nice.
So, did anybody get below a 14?
No.
Nothing happens.
Sucker.
You guys don't notice anything. But
No.
you do feel this energy pick up, and all your hair starts to stand on edge, as if static has filled the air. And the lights, 5 of them, then a 6th joins, seem to continue in this circle around you, just flashing. Boom, 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 boom. And you feel this oppressive energy in the air light up all of your bodies, all of your hair stands on end. You feel like the air grows thick with tension and static. And the orbs turn from yellow to orange. I'm going to let you guys roleplay for just a second. I'll be right back.
Lula starts to tense up. She's not looking forward to this again. She grits her teeth and gets behind her shield.
Well, since
These are red ones, right? Have we ever dealt with red ones?
I think so.
Yeah.
I know you lot have, but we dealt with the yellow one.
I thought ours was orange.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
It was
Doesn't
different
matter.
red.
Or just keep showing up. I was right. We should flee.
I think we should just scatter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spread out and run away.
Groups of 2. And I'll run off on my own because I can probably outrun them.
I suggest somebody follow me because I'm on my way back to the ranch.
Wait, you don't or you do? You should know. Aren't you around from this part?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If anybody is not too sure on how to get back,
Oh,
follow me.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Groups of 2, but there's
No, spread out.
7 of us.
Yeah, I'll go on my own. I can probably outrun them.
Yo,
Okay.
did you roll for the tied up guys? For the tied up dude? Nick?
Did I roll what for
He's in
them?
the circle as well.
Oh, no, I didn't. You're absolutely right. Thank you for reminding me. One starts immediately. Both of them start wriggling in their bonds. And then one just starts throwing up onto himself in the position that you've tied him in.
Figures.
Right.
What have you guys decided to do?
I believe we decided to scatter in different directions.
Book it.
Yeah, we're gonna spread out. But yeah.
John, do you have fairy fire?
The hell is that?
Never mind. I could have swore you cast that. It's real useful. It'd be nice if you had it.
Yeah. So is it our turn now? Is it Lula's up?
Yeah, Lula's up from top of initiative order.
Okay. Well,
As the lights boom, 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 send this orange glow over all of you.
well, since we all agreed on the same thing, Lula's going to shout scatter, and she's gonna book it. She's gonna make a dash action,
Mm-hmm.
basically off the screen.
Where? Which direction?
East. Yeah,
Someone
south. There you go. Yeah.
You can go further than if you're dashing.
Well, yeah, just for the sake of just a little bit of the thing, it's fine. No.
Or then you don't need to dash them. You're only moving 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
Aslan, he's gonna dash 90 feet towards the southeast. Past Havel. So he's gonna run with Havel, but
Saul.
All right, he is going to dash to the southwest for a total of what is it, 90 feet?
Yes, sir. Havel.
I am. Shit.
You guys have left the tied up people, by the way.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that,
I mean,
it's a casualty of war. I'm going to move up just 5 feet to get within range of John. And I kind of give the thumbs up this time. Thumbs up.
Mm-hmm.
And do that to John. Give him bardic inspiration as I'm going to start dashing with Aslan.
John returns a nod.
And I'm going to... Actually, I don't think I can get that far. I'll get someone here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be here. I'm just really going to spread everything out.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at the one on the south side. It's like, now you don't follow me. I really don't want your SCDs. Leave me alone. Give me another 6 wisdom.
That's a fail.
No, because
Okay.
no, I'm going to take on pot shots at it because I said I'm going to catch up with Aslan. So it's
Okay.
better to keep spread out anyway. So 2d4, and that'll be max damage, 8 points of damage for that
Nice.
particular one.
That was the one that Saul hit, or the other one?
The one on the south, because I think he added one. Because I'm only seeing 5 before. Now there's 6.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to see which is which one, right? Because like they're spinning in the air and stuff. So I
Yeah.
have no idea which.
Yeah.
which.
Just say the one Saul hit.
Sure.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It takes damage. All right. John, you're up.
John's gonna run over to the one that he had surrendered, or that surrendered to him, and he's gonna pull out a knife from his belt as part of his movement, and he's gonna cut him loose, and he's gonna say, "Run!" And
Okay.
then I think so. If would you say that if I can knock someone prone with my telekinesis, could I also stand them up?
Yes, that's reasonable. My
Nice.
question is cutting a knife, is cutting a hog-tied person. That sounds like a little bit more than a free object interaction.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm using my action. Yes.
Okay, so it's your bonus action to telekinesis then.
Yeah, it's my bonus action.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, he's gonna run over and use his action to cut him loose, and he's gonna shout, "Run!" And then he's gonna wave his hand upwards, and you're just gonna feel a force on his back that just pushes him up onto his feet, and then
Okay.
that's John's turn.
And the other guy going to be still wriggling on the ground, fortunately. Are you going to use the rest of your movement to get out of there?
I
Or is that all the
think
movement you can?
based on where I was, that was like all my
Okay, good to know.
yeah.
The orbs will continue their circle. And send another force of this deafening... Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one.
The guy doesn't get
Deafening...
this happens or no?
Sorry?
The dude that John picked up doesn't get a chance to run? before their next wave?
You just picked him up. Depends how nice I'm gonna be. Honestly, my thinking is he runs when you do, right? You just cut him out of his bonds and stuff like that, you know.
Okay.
He's still figuring it out.
That makes sense.
I need you to make another Constitution saving throw, John and this guy. This guy makes it, actually. Nice one. Good job, dude.
And I fail with a 6.
Um,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try and use that. The Bardic Inspiration. Let's see if I get lucky here. Yes, with a 7. Wait. Oh shit, that's a 13 still.
you're so close.
So close. Yeah, he failed.
That is a total of 12 psychic damage as a wave of orange energy just over both of you. This guy makes it, so he takes half of that. And John, your head is filled with pitches and squeaks and screams, and suddenly you're just, there's too much noise around you, and your eyes are covered with bright flashing lights, and you don't know what's going on, and you're affected by this overstimulation as your senses are overpowered by these creatures' psychic shockwaves.
Yeah, John would twitch and squirm it. And he seems to be suffering in some kind
And
of
with
way.
that, they turn red and continue to flash. That means, Lula, you're up.
That's cool. My laptop is.
Yeah, you're frozen F for me.
Yep.
Come on, come back. Am I moving?
You are moving.
Okay, good. All right. Hopefully that fixed it.
Saul, if you want to take a second step away, you have her on until your turn, and I'll assume you're just dashing and running away.
Yeah, I'm just dashing. So.
Yeah. You can take a second if you want to.
Lula's gonna use her turn to look back and see the situation happening. Like, are the orbs moving in any particular direction?
Mm-hmm.
Where are they moving to?
They seem to be continuing their circle. The only difference is now they've turned. They seem to have halted their circle, and now they seem to flash in and out of existence to total darkness, and then bright red, and then total darkness, and then bright red.
So they stopped.
Yeah. You also left the meet. You need to rejoin us.
What? I have to meet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
you might
shoot.
close your window back.
Refreshing.
No worries. It
Well,
happens.
since
Continue.
Lula is going to stay where she is. Yeah, she's gonna end her turn there.
Okay.
No, sorry. Lula's she's gonna ready her action to see whatever direction they are moving in. She's gonna follow.
Okay.
In my turn.
Aslan is
Uh,
dashing in the same direction.
Aslan is dashing in the same direction. Saul is dashing in the same direction. That means it's Havel, right?
Yep. And this time I'm going to be dashing in. Wait, let me see. Being 40 feet away, will I hear John taking his damage?
I think you would notice it, yeah. Especially considering that the red flashing lights mean you're not in darkness.
Okay. All right. I gotta do the brave thing. I am going to backtrack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is he on the ground or is he upright?
Is that right?
He's standing. He seems to just be shaking and I don't know, John. You can describe it. You know what's happening.
Yeah, he would be like twitching as he's stumbling as he begins to try to run.
Okay.
He's able to move, but he seems to be suffering from something within the red light.
So if you could walk on his own, I use 10 feet of my 30, so I could move. If you want to say it's dragging John, it's like half movement.
Mm-hmm.
Then move. I'm gonna move John 2 hexes towards the edge of the thing, and
Okay.
I clasp him in the back of the back of his neck, and it's like, you got this, buddy. And that's going to be the last of my bardic inspiration.
Okay.
He still has your previous one, by the way.
Oh, that's right. You still have it.
I failed the roll, so I still.
Okay. So I don't rub his neck. I smack him in the face. It's like, wake up, you fool! You need to get out of here.
Okay.
Go.
I was like, you're not fine.
Well, with that, it's John's turn. So
John is going to. He's going to run 30 feet, or I guess I can say he'll stumble 30 feet, bringing a hand to his face, and he's going to try and activate his glasses to recover a spell slot. Or not try, but he's just going to do that. And then he's going to turn towards Havel, and he's going to yank him towards him 5 feet. So he's 5 feet closer. And then that's his turn. But the bandit guy should be able to run at the same time.
yep, he's able to make his way out and takes a full dash action going straight east. The other guy, unfortunately, isn't able to move anywhere. The orbs flashing red. Havel, you're unfortunately close enough. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Sure. Oh, I did say I'm out. And that is right. I am out. Okay.
And?
Wah, wah, wah. Oh. Someone play for me. Sad horn, please. That'll be a 12.
Unfortunately, you fail. Okay, now that's overkill, boys. Now that's overkill. Unfortunately, you fail.
Yep.
And you feel all of your muscles lock up with this electrical energy. And you are paralyzed. And you also take 6 psychic damage.
Actually, I was wrong. I do have one more. Okay, but it doesn't matter. I failed it anyway. So 6. Yeah, 6 it is.
And because you failed, sorry, give me 1 second. I need to roll a. You. Short-term. Okay, please roll me a D100. Havel, are you there?
Yeah.
I need a 100
9.
roll from you, please. A 9?
9.
Oh,
So-
no.
You are, as you are paralyzed, your entire frame of reality seems to shrink back. And instead of looking at the trees and things around you, and instead of seeing this red light, instead, you're a child. And you seem to be in the barn of your family's small little homestead. And you hear the cows, and you hear your mother's laughter. and you feel a strange sense of peace come over you. And as the others look upon you, paralyzed as you are, you start to, rub your elbows a little bit and seem to be comforting yourself, almost as if in a comforting memory.
So adding to that, I'm paralyzed. Am I upright or am I just like
you're
stop
just
motion?
you're just stuck in place. You're not. You haven't been knocked prone.
As you see me trying to run out and I'm stuck in paralyzed, you see a grin on my face as you see tears, and it's normally
Well, Havel's wearing a mask, right?
yeah, but you still see tears coming down. Because a mask is not like a whole mask. It's like only up to here. But you see like streaks of tears coming down by his chin, and his posture is like, even though he's stiff, but he's calm. He's a little slacked a little, and that's it. I was just adding extra flavor, Nick. Sorry.
I love it. No, that's exactly right.
Hell yeah.
The rest of you are able to make your split. John, as you're running away, Havel seems to stop behind you. You're the only person in range with him, so I'm just going to skip the initiative order. Unless anybody else wants to do anything besides running. Lula, do you want to keep running? Yeah, you're running?
Well, Lula's basically, she's waiting to see if they start moving, and she's going to be following.
Okay.
So,
Well, in that case,
yes and no.
then I think the only person that really notices the situation that Havel is in would be John.
Aslan is still within movement.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right, yeah. What do you want to do?
Or I guess John goes first.
Well, Aslan's first up in initiative.
All right. Okay. I guess he's gonna, as he's looking behind him while he's dashing, he's gonna notice that Apple is not moving anymore, and he's gonna stop, bite on his paws, and he's gonna turn around and start running back toward Apple, shouting, "What's happening, Avo?"
You get no reply.
And he's gonna run towards Havel. That's exactly 45 feet to get within full range of him. And as he notices that Havel is in this trance, he's gonna pick him up over his shoulder and dash away
Okay.
for 45 feet.
I believe that's halved because you're carrying someone.
Okay. Then 20 feet.
Good to know.
That's only for grapple. If he has enough strength to just pick him up and treat it like an object.
Is that only when they're resisting? Okay, then take your 45 feet per it's all yours.
As long as I'm not encumbering him, he could do normal movement.
Okay. Then
Because I'm not
Honestly, maybe if it was John or Saul, but if Aslan carrying you, yeah, he picks you up over one shoulder and like a sack of potatoes.
Thanks.
Saul, just in time. Are you doing anything besides running?
Now that I've got some distance on them, I'll probably just move my regular amount and take a shot at them.
Okay.
I assume I'm still within rifle range.
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna shoot at the one that I shot before.
Proceed.
21 to hit. 15 damage.
That hits. One of the lights sparks up.
Nice. Alright, I'll take aim at the second one. Has anyone attacked any of the other one?
No.
Alright, take aim at the second one. 24 definitely hits.
And
Just 12 damage.
Saul, jumps out. One of the lights seems to fizzle out. I'm just assuming at this point, because you know you are using the silver, the ones that you made, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I don't really need to do that anymore.
Oh yeah, because they're all Kensei. Yeah, never mind. My bad.
We can roleplay it like it's that if you want.
As long as a rifle is one of his Kensei weapons.
It is.
So I think for roleplay reasons, you've probably taken these bullets and done your little thing, and etched a little mark on them and blessed them.
Yeah,
and
I like
Kensei
the
and
flavor of
magical,
that.
right?
I think that's good.
You seem to disperse this orb's incorporeal being for a second and make it flutter.
We can win.
But as you do so, Havel, you're up. I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Being paralyzed, can I give? Because I made a mistake. I thought I was out, but I keep thinking I have 4 bardic inspiration, but actually I have 5. But
Nice.
since I'm paralyzed, can I give myself a bardic inspiration, or I cannot? Because it's a bonus action.
You cannot.
Cannot.
Oh, wait.
So
It's a bonus action?
This is kind of weird, but it says you can't take actions or reactions.
It doesn't say anything about bonus actions, right? That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, but it's a bonus
I'm
action.
asking you
You
guys.
can speak appropriately when you're paralyzed, so...
No, but I'm in that trance, and everything. I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah, no, honestly, I think the thing that's actually stopping you...
You can't move or speak.
Yeah, you can't speak. So
okay.
that does it for you. But also, I think the other thing is, even if you tried, your physical body does not move. When you try and move and when you try and speak, you're this little child inside your head.
I know.
And you're moving only within your own memories.
I was planning to give myself a self-imposed disadvantage because I'm enjoying what I see. But I cannot. I just made it.
With a what?
14.
14?
Meet and beat.
You seem to be able to grasp onto your own reality. And you know that you're in your memories. What are you going to do within your memories?
Now, the memories, are they exact or there's subtle differences?
You smell the cow manure in the barn. You feel the summer heat upon your skin. Whatever temporary madness has taken you, bliss.
And I go to one of the cows and I say, Patty, is that you? Does she respond?
The cow looks at you and goes, yeah, it's me. And then you feel yourself breaking the paralysis as you get out of your own mind. But it's mostly your body shaking whatever effect was hitting it more than you escaping this temporary madness that had taken you.
Yeah. Then I snap out of it and I'm like bouncing around having this big target Leonoid carrying me, and I'm like, and it's like, you could put me down, Miss Aslan. I'm here. And let's see, how far away? I mean, our precision, is it our true precision? What do you say is more than?
It's an approximation.
Approximation? Then.
But believe me, guys, I would love to make maps like the one that Kaio and I found the other day, where it's just like, what was it? Like 190 blocks by 190 blocks, and it was beautiful. Hey, every single one was perfectly detailed and textured. But unfortunately, I think let's stick with 40 by 40 blocks. So unfortunately, you are running off the map, and it's just an approximation for now.
Okay. One, bless you, John. Two, I am going to cast Vicious Mockery at the one north of us. And I'm
Okay.
going to tell it. And it's like, what's the matter? You ain't good enough. You couldn't be a star within the sky, and now you're just like a floating light bulb. What is there even light bulbs here? No, sorry, no light bulbs.
Lantern.
Lantern, yeah, a floating lantern here. Look at you, pathetic.
It fails. Please roll your d4s.
Please kill it.
That
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
mean anything, but it's still offended.
Is that conscious? It's like, how dare you? 5.
It fizzles a little bit.
I'm getting there. I'm doing
John, you're
something.
up.
See that he's in the clear. The Havel's in the clear. He's just gonna dash and run.
Okay.
Well, actually, I lie. He's gonna run. He's gonna move 30 feet. Then he's gonna turn around and try and beam one of the orbs while they're retreating. She's over here. The one closest to him.
Yeah, that's a reasonable response, isn't it?
I think so. He hits it with a 22 for 13 force damage. Second
Yes,
part,
no.
26 for another 5 force. For an 18, for a total of 18.
Another one of them seems to fizzle out. Hell. That's your turn?
And yeah, that's his.
You guys are left. You hear from the middle of the circle that you guys have just departed from the muffled no, as the lights, previously flashing red, 4 of them now, the only ones remaining, stop completely dead. The flashing completely halted. Then, in the brightest of the light you've seen, flash totally red, engulfing the entire landscape in this bright, red, horrific light. It looks like an emergency scene from like some sci-fi movie, you know, with the red light just flashing on. And you guys notice something fall from the sky. And there's a huge amount of collision. And you hear the as you guys see flame erupt into the air in a pillar. You hear the muffled shouting turn to a "Ah!" as it suddenly cuts short. And then a noise you don't
I can't
recognize.
hear you, Nick. You're like going really quiet and really loud all of a sudden.
And then a noise you don't quite recognize. You guys seem to hear what sounds like the shifting and sliding of sandpaper and scraping on soil and stone. So notice with his passive perception, Aslan and Havel are close enough. John, you're probably close enough, and all of you looking behind would all probably notice under this intensive, glaring red light what seems to just be a shifting form of massive writhing, wriggling, tentacle, body part. And you can't exactly tell what's going on under this intensive red glare. But you hear the sound of cracking and breaking. And you smell horrific stench in the air. If you all continue running, you can get away before you can truly notice and smell what it is. or whatever was behind you in that intensive red glow, I would like you all to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. What was that?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom.
18 from Saul.
John, what do Saul and I need to add to our wisdom saving throws?
You get
have
advantage, right?
Oh yeah, we get advantage, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saul, Lula, and Aslan, right?
Okay. In that case, I got a 22.
No, only a Saul. I can only target 2 people right now. So Saul and Lula.
I'm a
Man, I
13.
don't know what happened with my mic. I haven't changed it. Let me check my desk.
Maybe like put it on your collar instead of like on your chest. Try putting it on.
Yeah,
collar.
You're supposed to
by
put
the
it like
door.
this far away. So I'm gonna try maybe put it over here.
Yeah, with the George fingers for your hood. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
that'll.
better? Can you guys hear me better now?
Yeah, more stable.
More stable? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Sorry
it's
about
a
that.
little
Roll
weird.
an 8.
It's a little weird.
I don't know what that was. Aslan rolled an 8. Aslan, do you have an advantage against being feared?
No?
No? Okay. Then you
no,
suddenly
should.
feel a terror in your soul. Like nothing you've ever felt before. And it's almost as if this oppressive force that you can't quite place grabs onto your heart and makes it cold with its touch. Anybody else get below a 14?
Oh,
No.
right here.
Havel, the same thing. You are gripped with cold, insulating fear. Your body goes into fight and flight immediately. Adrenaline pulses through your veins. And knowing that there's no fight in you, you run.
Yep.
You're engulfed in fear. For the last moment, as you guys turn behind you, before everything turns pitch black, what you notice is just a writhing mass. It looks like snakes hatching. It looks like octopi fighting. Octopuses? Octopuses? How do you say it?
Octopi.
Octopi? Okay, I was right the first time, right?
Either
Octopi.
so both work.
Sorry, as soon as I said it, I felt really stupid. I was like, oh, you sound like an arrogant prick. But it is octopi, isn't it?
Yes.
It looks like octopi fighting. It looks like a mess of writhing hatred and anger.
How big is it?
10 feet tall at least.
Okay.
And you guys get a final glance at whatever is in the center of these things before it's all engulfed in blackness. As are you. You're able to make your escape. And I think with that last final scene, I would like to end the session.
Okay.
You guys are engulfed in blackness, running into the darkness. Some of your heart gripped with a cold, eating fear. Whatever the hell it is behind you, something you'd rather not know about. Diego, I think we're hearing Bulgarian sounds in the background.
Yeah, I'm hearing like a radio station.
Okay.
Which maybe ruined my dramatic speech. But if you had fun, I know that we did. Thank you so much for paying attention. Thank you so much for watching us. Please do give us a follow. We're like a couple followers away from being affiliated, and I'm so excited for what we can do with the next step of this. I think that our Eldritch master will give us Eldritch Blast if we can finally get affiliated, as we live
Please.
on all of your likes and attention. So, if you enjoyed that session of Quest and Quill, we can't wait to see you next week. Please give us a like and a follow, because we will so much appreciate it. And until then, may all of your rolls be natural 20.
Havel needs the attention. Please like us.
Please.
Please.
Safe travels. See you next time.
Bye.